Hi, it's Don Main, the manager of the Labor Arbitration Canada LinkedIn group. This video is to describe how you can modify the group settings in order to control the level of email messaging that you get from the group. So what you have to do is you have to go into your LinkedIn account. I'm already signed in. And you go up to the upper right hand corner of the account and down to privacy and settings. They'll ask you your password. And in the settings you'll see that there's a number of areas where you can change settings. It starts with the profile. This one's rather important. Turn on or off your activity broadcasts. This setting will control whether people are informed of changes that you make to your profile. So if you're modifying your profile by correcting a spelling error, you don't want everybody to know that. So you can turn this on and off depending on whether or not you want those changes to be sent out to all of your contacts. I have mine turned off unless I were to make some major changes, and then I would put it on for that change. But under the group settings, there's a number of options. You can select the group display order. So in your profile, if you belong to more than one group, you may want to prioritize certain groups to help promote your interests to outsiders. You can view your groups here, and you can set the frequency of group digest emails. This is the one that I really want to talk about. So you'll see that I belong to a number of groups, and there's a default setting that LinkedIn has assigned to you. And you'll see that if you have never made modifications to the settings. But I have a number of groups where I belong to them, and I get no emails whatsoever from those groups. If I want to see what's happening in those groups, I go into the group, and you'll see, let me go into my groups, and you'll see, for example, some of these have a series of discussions that are piled up. This one has 4 discussions, 2 discussions. Some have 9 discussions. I only go into those groups occasionally, and I'll read those discussions. I don't want to receive notice of every single discussion that comes up. So what I do is I set the frequency of group emails for different groups. And for example, the labor arbitration group, because I'm a manager, I want to get a daily digest email identifying any changes in the group. Other groups, labor employee relations or mediate candidate, I get a weekly digest of what's going on. There's some groups where I get no emails whatsoever, and I simply go into them from time to time and look at the popular discussion. So if you make changes to the Labor Arbitration Canada, you'll see that you have a choice of daily digest, weekly digest, or no email at all. I find that weekly digest is actually a pretty good way to keep tabs on a group, and that way LinkedIn is not sending you an email every single day for every single group that you belong to. So I'll save those changes, and then that becomes effective. Another place that you can make a change to your group is if you go into your group and you go to the information section of your group, you'll see that there are some individual group settings. One of them is, do I want the group to be displayed on my profile? And if the answer is yes, and in this case it's yes, I tick mark that. You can ask for an activity setting, send me an email for each new discussion. I don't need that because I get an email once a day on the activities in this group. So you may want to have that if you're managing a group, or if you're very active in the discussions. The digest email is the preferred route, and these two allow the group manager to send me an email. You can leave that checked. I'm not going to send you emails unless there's something very significant. And member messages, it allows members to send the group, members of the group to send you messages via LinkedIn. So make your appropriate settings and you save the changes. So that's the end of this video. Thanks for joining the Labor Arbitration Canada LinkedIn group. This is Don Main from onsitearb.com.